Obviously, we left it for late. You know, it would have been a lot easier if we would have scored some goals earlier. I thought we were the better team throughout the match. You know, we created some good chances. You know, Tomas had a really good look. Kovar was unlucky with the goalkeeper making a good save. Kovar in the second half hits the post. Lamar, a couple of missed touches right around the box. You know, then he was in clean. So I thought we put the pressure on them. We kept fighting and battling to the end. A little bit more of our personality. As it has been in always in the past, and so that was good to see. The thing I'm happy about for this group, because this group has struggled, you know, scoring goals, and you know, I didn't think they deserved to lose tonight, so it was nice for them to be able to step off the field and win.
First question to Matt Pence.
A bit of a trying stretch for Brad these last couple of weeks, with sort of the position change, everything else. I know you said he'd been frustrated. What do you think that meant for him, and what did it mean for you to see him come through for you guys at the end there?
I mean, it's just what I expect from Brad. I mean, it didn't mean anything. I think you guys are making it too big a thing, to be very honest with you. You know, I mean, I know Brad. I know how he feels inside, and there's always going to be that little bit of frustrations. That's not going to change, but it doesn't change the effort that he puts in for the team. And today we asked him to come in and play wide right. We pushed him up front a little bit, you know, as we were trying to push for the goal. You know, because he's the kind of player that can do that and adapt to that. So, you know, he did what he needed to do. You know, he's good on penalty kicks, and he finished it well.
Will?
Have you been a part of anything quite like that, just with the way that came down in the injury time?
As a player, I've been in a few of those situations, and as a coach, I've been involved in a couple of them sometimes. That's just the way things sometimes go. I mean, certainly it got a little bit extreme there. You know, I know at one point, you know, some of their subs ran onto the field, their coach ran onto the field, or their assistant coach ran onto the field. So, you know, obviously, you know, that's something for CONCACAF to look at.
Michelle?
After the way things have played out the last couple of months with this team, how much more does this win mean in a matter that this team came back and fought and won in the last 10 minutes?
Well, it means a lot. You know, it means a lot for their confidence. It means a lot for their own self-ego, you know, in this regard, but also for the group as a whole, you know, to show that, hey, you know, this stretch is behind us, and, you know, we want to get forward and we want to win games. And, you know, I thought our play was decent. We tried to get behind them early on in the game and caused them some problems that way. We wanted to press them because we knew a lot of their guys had played in their last two league games, so we thought they would fatigue in the second half as well. And we wanted to try and press the issue.
Don?
How did you feel kind of being able to go that deep into your bench, really almost at all 11 positions, and still you know, get the win and maybe leave yourselves in pretty good position for the league game coming up this weekend?
Well, I mean, you know, obviously it feels good. You know, I mean, we had to, you know, we have to be real about where we're at right now, and we want to make sure that we get a result when we go to Salt Lake and play well there. And so there's certain guys that we just didn't want to, you know, push today and put under that pressure. You know, Nagel was one of the guys we came back with today. You know, and he's carried a big load for us in terms of minutes played, you know, so sometimes, you know, I want to get him a rest here somewhere along the line so that he can freshen up again too. But, you know, it was good for the confidence of some players like Kovar. You know, I thought Roldan had a decent game in the middle of midfield as well. You know, for those guys continue to grow, you know, and so you give them opportunities, and guys hopefully grow into those opportunities and make use of them. So when I compare Kovar's game tonight, the overall game to his game the last time he stepped out there for us, you know, in Vancouver, I thought he was better tonight, so he's starting to grow.
Andrew?
Had you expected as physical a contest as you got out tonight?
Yeah, never expected to be any different. You know, I mean, you know, we knew that they're a strong team. You know, they're not. I mean, obviously they got a couple of strikers that have decent size as well, but you know, and Palacios in the back is decent size, but they're a powerful, explosive team, and so we expected some of that. You know.
Jackie?
Given that gritty come from behind win, how proud of this team are you with the effort that they gave and the character that they showed?
I'm obviously I'm very, very proud of the team right now, so I'm very happy that way. I'm happy for the fans who came, because, the ones who didn't come tonight missed an exciting finish, something they would have wanted to be at. But for me, I'm just very proud of what we're able to do. And I know I was thinking, with about 15 minutes to go, I was thinking to myself, we do not deserve to lose this game. We've been the better team, and hopefully something will change. We need something to change and break our way, and it did tonight.
Patricio.
Knowing that you have to play with this team again in 8 days from now, are you planning to bring the same player, or you have some different strategy you're thinking?
That's something we'll decide. We'll play Salt Lake, and then we decide, as to what we're going to do. So we have Salt Lake Saturday, then we have them on Wednesday in Honduras, and then we have Portland at home on Sunday. So we'll sit down tomorrow and we'll do like 3 lineups and look at how we're looking at playing these 3 games, and then we'll go from there.
Follow-ups quickly. First one to Matt Pence.
And didn't fight back just to get a draw, ended up getting a win. And being at home, how important is that for you guys looking forward, and how this group is shaping out as competitive as it is?
Well, wins at home are important. As I told our guys before the game, to advance in Champions League, you need to get a result away from home if you can. You need to win your home games. So, we've got one more home game with Vancouver. We need to win that one. If we win that one, then maybe the 7 points are enough already to get us through, because Vancouver and Olimpia have to play each other as well. So, but obviously we play Olimpia first before that happens. So if we can garner a result down there, that would be fantastic. But it's always winning your games at home and getting a result on the road, usually puts you through.
Last couple, Michelle.
How do you think your group or your team's handling this taxing stretch right now?
Okay, because we got to rest some people. So, we ended up, when you looked at our team, I forgot if there was somebody else out there. I think Nagel was out there, Nagel, and no, it was only Nagel. So we were able to play basically, 10 fresh guys, 9 fresh field players. And that was one of the things that we talked to them about before the game, is we got to use our freshness against them. They're going to be a tired team because a lot of guys have played. So now it means that we go into Salt Lake and we can play with some fresh guys again.
Andrew.
The team seemed to struggle a little bit with chemistry in the first half. What do you ascribe that to?
I just, this is the first time this group has played together. It's the first time Darwin started for us. Darwin and Nagel have never played together up front as a tandem. We tried to stay in a 4-4-2. I think Darwin had a hard time finding the game as well. But just as a group, Thomas has played on the left more than he's played on the right necessarily for us, so it was a change of position for him. Michael Lazira hasn't played right back in a long time. We felt he was capable of playing there. So just guys playing in different positions and needing to get used to it. And I don't think Jimmy Ockford's, played 90 minutes or close to it since Philly. So, getting those guys out there.